We'll see you at 4:30. An elderly man is safe after this dramatic rescue on the Bay of Green Bay. It happened near Suamico Monday afternoon. An 81-year-old man's sailboat right there capsized, left him to call 911 in 15 feet of water. He was not wearing a life jacket. Rescuers finding the man and his boat about 2 miles offshore. A new jet ski helped the fire department quickly bring the man back to shore. And thanks to that, first responders can now reach distress calls quicker and more efficiently. Even though the jet ski is making response times faster, the Suamico fire chief stresses the importance of water safety measures.
You never know when the wind's going to change or something might happen out there. So we always preach, wear a life jacket. I know it might seem calm out there, but things can change, especially on the Bay of Green Bay in an instant, so always wear a life jacket.
Firefighters say the man was not hurt, but they were unable to retrieve the sailboat from the water.